Google's best image generation model, Imagen 3, is out, and in this video we are going to check out how to go about using it and where is the best place to actually use it, because it's already available in Gemini, but is that chat window the best place to use this? Before we get to using it, let's check out some of the demo images that we have from the Deepmind website. So I'm on the Deepmind website now, and here we have some images and we talk about some capabilities, and here is where we start to look at the actual prompts and the images that Imagen 3 is able to generate. And we'll also go over the report where we compare DALL-E against Midjourney against Imagen and all these image models out there. But for now, let's see what kind of images we are able to get from Imagen 3. So one of the things that I noticed right away was the amount of realism or photorealistic pictures that Imagen 3 is able to generate, which you can see here as well. And of course, we have the entire prompt that goes with it. So this is doodles to masterpieces, versatility understanding. Let's see what this is about. Okay, this looks really cool, especially the background blurring or the depth of field effect. I really like that. And this actually looks like something that you would get from a stock image, right? So this is really, really good. A view of a person's hand holding an eucalyptus sprig. So wow, this is really nice macro DSLR image, right? So you can come in here and check out this website and read this for yourself. And before we try it on, I also want to go through quickly this report that we have from Deepmind as well. So this is from August 2024. And this is all about Imagen 3 and its comparison against the other models. So let me scroll down and you'll see we have a few benchmarks. So the first benchmark we have is against Gen AI Bench. And if you want to know what this is, you can come into Hugging Face, search for Gen AI Bench, and you'll get this evaluating and improving compositional text to visual generation. And you can read through this. So it's basically a benchmark of all these text to image generating models. So we have the Stable Diffusion XL, Imagen 2 over here, Midjourney V6, DALL-E, Stable Diffusion 3, and Imagen 3 all the way to the right over here. Looks like this is the best performing one at the moment. When we come to the visual appeal on Gen AI Bench again, we have Imagen 3 really close to Midjourney V6. So it looks like Midjourney V6 just beats Imagen 3 on visual appeal, and it does the same on Drawbench and DALL-E 3 eval as well. So all this is cool, but what we really want is to actually try out and generate some images, and we have a few more images over here as well. And even on the press release of Imagen 3, we also have a few images here. You can come in here and check out, and you can quickly copy these prompts and try it for yourself. So the big question, how do we get access to this Imagen 3? So I'll show you a few ways, but let's first start here where we are in Gemini chat, and you do need access to Gemini Advanced to start playing around with Imagen 3. If you don't have access to their pro membership or the advanced version, then don't worry, there is another way to use this as well. So here are some quick tests that I was able to do, and I just asked for a photorealistic image of a random person giving a TED talk, and this was the image that I got back. And I would say pretty good, because usually the fingers are where it kind of messes up, but here the fingers are not really that much visible. But I guess the hair and even the eye, they're still fine, although I don't know about this eye. And here's another variation of it. This looks close enough as well. And you will encounter a few times, if I just try to get more variations of it, it says I'm still learning and it can't help with photorealistic images of identified people, etc, etc. So you keep getting these warnings from Imagen 3 again and again. And here's something else that I tried. I asked for a professional photograph of happy couple sitting around a campfire, and this looks really cool, I thought, because it's really kind of realistic and something that you would probably get on a stock website or Unsplash or some of those kind of websites, right? So especially the fire and them two looks really cool. And here's another variation of it. Again, this is completely good as well. Really usable if you just put a text on it. Maybe you want to use it for something for your website or something. It's definitely possible. Again, I asked for 2 more variation and it wouldn't do it. Perhaps if I had persisted and asked it for more, it would probably break and do it. But yeah, I didn't keep going. And if you see the Google video, this is the one that they use as well as a prompt to showcase how text can be added onto these images, which is really cool, because if you have tried any of these image models in the past, you'll see that it kind of messes up when you ask it to write a specific text on an image, but it seems to be doing fine over here. So here I'm asking minimalist can of a strawberry sparkling water, and the text I want is your summer flavor. It kind of does that, your summer, and maybe a flavor down here. Although, yeah, this is messed up where the font is not consistent. But let's keep going. And then I was able to get 4 variations of this, which is interesting. And now if I click on this image here, you'll see 4 variations of this. And I really like this one over here. So if I zoom in, so this is kind of interesting image, which is really cool. And then this one is nice as well, where we have some blurring effect in the background and really looks kind of like a professional photographer. And finally, within this Gemini interface, I also asked it to generate a red sports car sitting on a cliff, blur background. This looks like a bit of a animated kind of a thing, but it's fine. And again, I asked for more variations and it did some weird ones here, but the one I really liked was this over here. So this is kind of really cool. You can easily say that this could be a really real image, although I don't see people inside or the driver inside. So yeah, maybe it's not the best, but if you crop it, maybe it's usable on wallpaper, if you will. So going back to how you would go about trying this if you don't have a pro subscription to Gemini. So if you come back to Google DeepMind website on Imagen 3, you'll see the first prompt we have is try it on Gemini. But if I scroll down a bit, you'll see try it on Gemini, but also sign up to try it on ImageFX. And this is a place where I thought it's much more intuitive to use Imagen 3. So if you click on this and do a quick sign up with your Gmail account, you'll end up on a page like this. And as you can see, I've already got a prompt over here. So I was thinking I want to make some bread brand, and I'm looking for some bread images that I can put on my website. So this is what I was thinking. And most of these are for bread. So I'm just asking photo for an artisanal baker baking variety of bread, close-ups only, and these are some of the images that it was able to generate. These look really cool in my opinion, but then it's not that difficult because there are not faces showing here. So let's keep going. And then I tried it again and it kind of gave me close-ups of just the bread. This was interesting. So this time I wanted to have the bread within a packaging. So imagine if you were going to a supermarket to buy the bread. Now, how would that look like? So I was just giving these prompts and then it kind of gave me this. I thought this was really cool. So if I just zoom in, I really like this packaging. So if this was on an aisle, I'll probably at least go and pick it up, read what it was about. I thought this packaging was really nice. Even the face over here, this is really cool, realistic as well. And I like the background. It looks like really professional photography as well. This packaging, I'm not a big fan of. This again looks really cool as well. Yeah, I like this packaging as well. And the brand I was going for was actually Best Bread. I said use logo called Best Bread. So a spelling or a text was also what I was after. So it looks like it does Best Bread, but then all these other text down here, they're kind of just there. I don't think they're real text. You can't read them, but hopefully if you could refine that, you could get a better text. And a way to do that would be just to click on edit image over here, and then you can select this section and then type in what changes you would want to do. Okay, so I kind of selected only this part and then said only keep Best Bread. Maybe I need to be a bit more specific in my prompts, but it kind of messed it up and then did something over here which is completely unusable now. But I guess it was fine. And then here's the thing that I wanted to do. I actually wanted to get more variations of just this product, like product on its own or something that I could use for a hypothetical website for my bread. But I kept trying and it wouldn't allow me to do that. Maybe this is something that is out there that people have already figured out how to do, and or maybe this is not a feature yet within Imagen 3, but I would love to see that feature where I just use this as the base image to generate more image off of it. There is also a way to set the seed over here. I tried that, but it didn't work that well. So here are a few more images with some other packaging. So again, colorful packaging looks really cool. So here I was trying to go for individual photos of each bread type, and again it wouldn't let me do this. Maybe I need to start over again, or maybe there is something else that I'm missing, but let's keep going. Again, these are some more packaging. I just kept trying to do single images, but it wouldn't let me do that. So those were the two ways that you could try. One was within Gemini Advanced and one was on ImageFX. I've also seen that ImageFX is only available in certain countries, so you can try it out if it allows you to sign up. And final way that I want to show you, which I don't have access to yet, is what was shown in the Google video, where they were using it within version or Vertex AI Vision. And here I'm within Google Cloud, and within Vision, you can see that I would need to request access to get access to this. But at least in the video, the Google video that I'll link in the description, they were able to have multiple versions of the same picture and also set more advanced options over here. And I'll also have better control. So this is a bit more tailored towards businesses or enterprises. So once I do get a request granted for this version on Vertex AI, I'll probably do another video, but hopefully that was good enough for you to inspire or get inspired to try it out. So leave a comment on what worked and what didn't work for you on Imagen 3. And if you ever found out a way to use an image as a base image to build more image off of, then let me know. I would love to try that.